South America, 1909. According to this famous film, a gun battle claims the life of Butch Cassidy. If the film version is right, who was the mysterious stranger who appeared on a Wyoming road 15 years later? A mysterious stranger who bore a strong resemblance to Butch Cassidy. The vast panorama of the American West has always bred large legends. Tall tales abound of outlaws and lawmen who rode into history across the open landscape. Among them, Billy the Kid, Pat Garrett, Cherokee Bill, John Wesley Hardin, Wyatt Earp, and Blackjack Ketchum. Time and distance have clouded the truth, but one thing is certain. Few on either side of the law would venture here unless they knew the country well or had good reason to hide. It is August 13th, 1897. Bank robbery is not an unusual occurrence here. But these are no ordinary bank robbers. Known for their speed and daring, they're called the Wild Bunch. Leading them is Butch Cassidy. He has herded cattle here and knows every canyon and mesa. For Butch, it was a short step from rounding up strays to rustling and then to robbing. A stretch in jail for a minor offense has settled the direction his life will take. A life he will one day admit was wasted and hurtful to those he loved the most. Butch becomes master of the fast getaway. Relays of horses have been staked out before the job. On fresh mounts, the Wild Bunch can outdistance any posse. In this way, they have robbed bank after bank over a wide area of the West. Montpelier, Idaho, Winnemucca, Nevada, Telluride, and Denver, Colorado. $16,000, $17,000, $21,000, $30,000. The separate hauls added up to more than $200,000. By morning, the outlaws have left their pursuers miles behind. Expert horsemen, they climb the ridges into one of their several hideouts, the notorious hole in the wall, or the rugged area known as Robber's Roost. Here, safe from pursuit, a few men could hold off an army. They will rest up for the next job, confident that no lawman will follow them here. These rugged areas of Wyoming and Utah became fortress sanctuaries. Not only did bandits join Cassidy's gang, there were men who turned to rustling because they felt their independence was threatened by big cattle outfits crowding them off the public range. Into hidden canyons went stolen cattle, security against the excesses of the big ranchers. Butch Cassidy became a legend not only because of the mystery surrounding his death, but because his special character inspired a comparison to Robin Hood. During his career as an outlaw, a fortune in gold passed through his hands, but he seldom held on to much of it for very long. He seemed to delight in the chase more than the rewards. He gave money to ranchers and townspeople who were in need, and they, in turn, helped him with their silence. Today, ranchers in the area feel that Butch was one of them. An expert cowhand between robberies, he was respected for his hard work and skill. They don't condone what Butch did, but with their own independence threatened today by big mining interests, they understand some of the forces that drove him.
And I found out later that it was Butch. So I worked for his brother right here. His brother Joe, him and I herded cattle together. They wasn't killed in South America, I know that.
Our search for where and when Butch did die took us to the remote Wyoming town of Baggs. Galloping down Main Street, guns blazing, they headed for the Bulldog Saloon, where they would cut the road dust out of their dry throats with strong whiskey. Restored, they would roust out Tom Vernon, who played fiddle and owned the local hotel. Then, rounding up the available ladies, they would dance all night. Sheriff Ross Moore, today's successor to frontier lawman, sums up his town's attitude.
People around here thought old Butch was all right. He was a real nice fella, as far as they was concerned. He never done anything to anybody, and he always treated them right and never cheated them.
Even though they were outlaws, these people on Snake River would do about anything for them.
They'd stop at your place if you had a saddle horse, and their horse was tired. They'd take your horse and leave their tired horse and go on, but they'd always come back.
And they never did anything wrong because they knew that if they rode in to this country, they could get a place to stay all night or a fresh horse. He was a good-hearted old feller. He wouldn't kill you. He'd just steal your money.
They was good to these people on Snake River. But money in here, you know.
Damn it, they was all good guys.
For the most part, outlawing was hard and dangerous work. As an outlaw's reputation grew, so did the odds of getting caught. Alan Pinkerton's powerful detective agency assigned famed manhunter Charlie Siringo to take on the Wild Bunch. Though only 5 feet tall, Siringo could rope, tie, and ride with the best of them. Having spent a lifetime on the Western Range, he was well equipped to track his quarry. The Wild Bunch reacted to this pressure by moving into another lucrative field, train robbing.